Good morning and welcome to day 25 of the July daily vlog. Well, it's Monday morning, only just. I've been a little bit busy this morning doing one or two things, updating the website a little bit, putting a Christmas section on the website, so all the Christmas fabric, fat quarters, ribbons will be in one section, so if anybody's looking for Christmas they can just go and click on that. That's probably about it really. I've got a pair of shorts to stitch a button on, so I've been doing that for Jake, and now I've got some free time that I can come out here and finish off the pouch that I started making last night. So it is still sat here behind me, so hopefully the next time you see me on here I will have a finished pouch. But we'll just see how the day goes, who knows. I spoke to my mother-in-law this morning, and unfortunately she has come down with COVID. At this minute she's feeling fine, she hasn't got any symptoms of COVID, she's still got a sense of smell. She just started yesterday with a bit of a sore throat. So we're on a sort of a thing today, especially the family, to phone her up every couple of hours just to make sure she's okay and she doesn't need anything, because you know, one of us might have to go up there to stay with her if she gets bad. So we're just keeping a close eye on her and giving her someone to talk to for a little bit. So yeah, so keep her going a little bit. Right, well I better get on and get sewing, so I will catch you all in a little while. And I thought I'd better pop on and say hello. I haven't really done much apart from the sewing that I showed you this morning, the pouch that I was doing from yesterday. Yes, I have finished it. Now it is slightly different to the other one. This is the, just hang on a minute. Oh, all my things have got, hold on. Right, well that's the one I've just done, and that's the original one. So this one is a little bit bigger. Now this one you have to turn right side out, and that's what's hurting my hand, because you've got only a little opener round here, and then I have to hand stitch it up, and then I'll obviously stitch all the way around it, which that turning and the hand stitching, that's what hurts my hand. So I thought, well, I can alter the pattern and get rid of the rounded corners and put some binding on. I thought that's a good way, but I sort of chickened out of machine stitching the binding on, so I've sat and hand stitched the binding on, which took me an hour. So I wasn't rushing, so I could take my time, so I didn't sort of put too much stress on my hand, and it's not too bad. But I don't think I could sit and do these all of the time. So I thought I'd just show what I've done. So it's that nice botanical fabric, and you've got your pocket up there, you've got your pocket there with all your channels to put your crochet hooks and DPNs in. Now it still only holds 6-inch DPNs. I have tried the 8-inch, but it's a little bit, you can get them in, but it's a little bit tight, so it's not that much bigger. So I might try and see if I can alter it a bit more to fit in the other DPNs. But then you've got your back pocket there. I've even remembered to put my tag on, which I tend to forget sometimes. But I must admit, I love this fabric. It's really nice. And my favourite colours, my favourite fabric is this one. And this one. And then this one, and this one. So I'm really pleased how it's turned out. It's got a magnetic fastener on, and I quite like the corners on that. I think it's turned out okay. So I'm probably just going to give this a nice press, and I'll probably take it down to the shop tomorrow, because I'm popping down there to take some photographs of some of the Christmas fabric, and I will probably get some photographs of this and then put it in my Etsy shop on Wednesday. I have got a few leftover bits. Whether I've got enough to make another pouch, I don't know. but I'm certainly going to have a go. And if I have to get another piece of bee fabric or something to go with it, I will do, but I'll sort that out tomorrow when I pop down to the shop. So basically that's all I've been doing. Yeah, so I don't really know what I'm going to do now, to be honest, because it's sort of tea time now. I mean, quiche is done. I made that yesterday, so I think what I'll do is I will go and make some potato salad, so that's got time to cool down before we want to eat, and probably put a salad together. So that's what I'll be doing for a little bit now. And the potato salad turned out really nice. The potatoes that I can't think what they're called now, but they were from Asda. We'll have to have a look and see what they're called, but they're like a buttery kind of potato, and we've had them before, and they're really nice, and they like roast up well, and you know, just really tasty. The quiche was lovely. Oh, and it's so nice having a crustless quiche. Obviously, I know there's calories in there because of all the curry that's in there, but no pastry this time. And yeah, I do like crustless quiches. Trouble is, I don't like making quiche with milk anymore. I prefer the taste with the cream in. This is why we only have it every now and again. It might be once a month on average, I would say. It just depends. It depends on the weather as well. If it's hot, I'm not baking a quiche. So there we go. So does anybody else, do you make your own quiches? If you do, let me know down below. I'd love to hear from you, and I'd like to hear what your favourite recipe is for a quiche, because I must admit mine's sort of bacon, tomato, onion, garlic, and this week I'd put courgette in. And obviously, like I use cream, I use 5 eggs, and it's just perfect. It's just a nice quiche. So yeah, let me know down below what you do. I thought I would just share with you how I'm going to use some of these bits that are left over from the dog bandana and dog stocking that I've got. As you can see, we've got 3 circles there. 2 more, so that's 5. 8, we've got 9, oops, 10, 11, 12, we've got 12 circles here that we can use. So I know I said the other day you can make baubles with them, and you can do, but I just thought I'd make a card or something today. And also we've got, well, I've got the scraps left over from the dog bandana. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you how I make a quick and easy Christmas card for dog lovers, or for the dog. Well, as you will see on the panel, some of the circles have got large dogs in. Now they would be ideal for your bauble. The best ones to use, I think, for the card is something like that that's got several things on, because you'll get your hexagon template to fit on that. So like I say, a few of them are big, but you've got a good selection there. So all I'm going to do is, actually I'm going to use this one, and I've got a 1 1/4 inch template, but I want my finished hexagon to be this size, and I don't have anything any bigger to draw it out, so I'm going to use this one. So all I'm going to do is put my hexagon over my design and sort of pick the part that I want to be on show, and then I've got a red Fix-On pen which just it'll iron away the colour. Just make sure it does iron away and not come back after a few minutes on your fabric. So I'm just going to draw around. And then, I've not quite got it all. That's that. So then that's the size my hexagon's going to finish at. So I'm going to cut out around that now, but leaving a 1/4 inch border all the way around. If you've done English paper piecing before, then you'll know all about this. So that's what I've got. Now some of these pieces you want to keep, because if you do English paper piecing, you can do sort of like 1/2 inch hexes for a little project, and get some, you know, some use out of that at least. Right. So I've got a paper template which is, yeah, that's right. No, that's the wrong one. Wrong template, that's it. That's right. Right, so I've got my template, which is the same size as the plastic template. So that's going to be in my centre. So all you need is a little bit of glue, and just pop it on the back of your fabric. I will just check on the front before you start sticking anything down to make sure you are in the right place. There we go. And the pen I'm using, it's a glue pen. This is by Sew Line, and you can get the same kind of pen by Prim, and it's got like a little blue glue stick in, and you can get refills for these pens. It is washable, and it will come off when if you wash it, if you use it for English paper piecing. There we go, that's the last side. So you want to do 3 of these. So what I would do, well, what I would do now is I would iron that and get rid of the pen mark, but my iron's not on at the minute. So what I'd suggest is you do one of the dogs like that, and then using scraps from your bandana, pick out whatever you want off there, present, the holly, the mistletoe, part of a dog, anything like that, cut 2 out, or from any other scraps of fabric that you've got. And then what I've done is I've stitched them together as you would do like when you're doing English paper piecing, but I'm leaving the little papers in because that'll help. I can stick my double-sided tape so that it'll stick better to the card. So I'm not going to sit here and obviously stitch all these together, because if you know English paper piecing, you'll know how to do it. Right. So then what we want, I've got a card. I'm just using 6x4, just craft card. And then I've got a ribbon. I've got my double-sided tape. You might want to use a stronger kind of double-sided tape so everything sticks. I'm just using what I've got. I think my other tapes are tucked away somewhere. I'll just stick that on. There we go, stick that down. You can always put an insert in this card, and then it will cover up the ribbon in the centre here. Just cut that little bit off. Then I've made a bow, so I'm probably going to stick that there, and I think I'm going to stick these here. Yeah. Right. Just using a bit of double-sided tape here to go on the back of the hexagons. Can never get the back off this tape. There we go, and I think what I might do is just put a little bit of hot glue on the edges of the hexagon. really need to get a new glue gun. This one's a bit useless. There we go. Just stick that down. Now we're just going to attach the bow. So I think I'm going to have that in the centre of the card. I'm just going to put a bit of glue on. Just trim the bow tails up, and that's it done. Now you could, if you're a card maker and you've got rubber stamps or anything like that, you could stamp little dog paw prints over the background, or little holly leaves, or I don't know, you could even probably stick some fabric on there or some paper. But I just thought it would be a nice simple way just to use up some of these leftover bits, because I know if I was just making the stocking and the bandana for Milo, I'd probably do his own little Christmas card as well, but the rest of the pieces will just go in a drawer and be not used. Whereas this way, if you've got friends, family, or dog lovers, you know, they might appreciate a card, or you could just give them away to charity or something. At least they're not going to waste. So I just hope you enjoyed that little well, sort of like a tutorial on making a card with your scraps. And I hope you enjoyed that last video on how to make a very simple greetings card for Christmas using the scraps up from the dog bandana. I mean, you could do exactly the same, well, I say exactly the same thing from the other stockings. Now I know, like on the forest stocking, the baubles are quite big, but if you can get some circles of card, maybe bigger, so you've got your gold edge showing on the front, and then you could probably just gather all this up and stick it behind the card. You could maybe then put like a little lace trim on it, or pom-pom trim, or not zigzag, rick-rack around it, anything you want, and then just stick it on a card and put, I don't know, put a greeting on, Happy Christmas or something like that. It's just another way of using up all your scraps. And all these pieces here can be used for English paper piecing if you wanted to do a different style of card, the same as the dog one. So the possibilities are endless, really, and it just uses them up, doesn't it? Because I know if I don't use them, they'll just end up in a box and I probably won't ever come back to them. But like I say, you could give them to charity, give them to any friends that want to make a little card or something, grandchildren, whatever. So yeah, the possibilities are endless. So I think I'm going to round the vlog off now, because time's getting on and I need to get this edited, and I would like to do a little bit of crochet tonight before I go to bed. So I just want to say thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the vlog, and I will see you all again tomorrow. Bye for now.